Students, Deepa here. We see lesson 6 today. So these are the topics covered so far. This class we see about multi-op propagation. Here, what is multi-op propagation? Need of multi-op propagation and why it is important for establishing communication. So what is multi-op propagation? So when the radio waves are called high frequency waves travel from the transmitter into the ionosphere. So the multiple reflections from the ionosphere and they are returned to the earth, just like a multi-ops. Multi-ops means there are multi skips between the transmitter and the receiver. Not only the ionosphere, also the earth acts as a reflector for radio wave propagation. See, considering the multi-op propagation with the two-op transmission, see, considering the different ray paths between the transmitter and the receiver, as you all know, the three rays are going away from the earth because if the operating frequency greater than the critical frequency, or in terms of angle greater than critical angle, then the waves bent away from the earth, and this wave at the critical angle arrive at the receiver via the ionosphere. Here the wave is reflected from the earth at point P. It is reflected, and second time then the radio wave will go towards the earth at more distant point. So here the two-op transmission occurred. The two-op or two-skip transmission occurred between the transmitter and the receiver. So the skip distance, when the wave transmitted from the transmitter to the receiver at point P, the skip distance is measured. This is skip distance 1, and A to B, another skip distance, skip distance 2. Okay, so the figure shows two-op transmission situation. Okay, what is the need for multi-op propagation? So there is single-op transmission without touching the ground. The wave is arrived at the receiver from the transmitter. Multi-op propagation means there are multi-ops between the transmitter and the receiver. So why do we need multi-op propagation? Multi-op propagation, considering the different ray paths between the transmitter and the receiver Rx1 and Rx2, and they are marked as skip distance 1 and 2. Skip distance 1 between transmitter and the receiver 1, and skip distance 2 measured between the transmitter and the receiver 2. So when here considering the wave ray 2 and ray 4, see they are arrived at the receiver without touching the ground. So the waves in one go, that is single op transmission between the transmitter and the receiver. See, considering the ray 2 called lower ray, the ray 4 into the wave penetration into the layers. So this ray called upper ray. The upper ray also called pedestrian ray. Here, but here lower ray is mostly preferred for establishing the communication, but the upper ray is not very important because it is weaker than the lower ray in terms of energy contents. So the upper ray is not very important. Sometimes what happens that lower ray is prevented. The lower ray is prevented by the earth curvature. When the distance between the transmitter and the receiver greater than skip distance. So in such case, the multi-op propagation is an alternative for establishing the communication. Also, if the operating frequency falls between the critical frequencies of E and F1 regions, and the receiver is beyond skip distance for E region, the two or more separate layers may contribute to the propagation of energy. So when the wave penetrate into the more layers in the ionospheric regions, these layers contribute this propagation, the different ray propagation of energy, and they arrive at the receiver. So this causes multi-op propagation. So the link between the transmitter and receiver in such case maintained in many ways. So the propagation modes, so then we have a different modes of propagation, modes of multi-op propagation. So one is single op single layer, single op multi-layer, single op single layer, and multi-op multi-layer system. See, for example, here this figure shows there is single op only, or one op between the transmitter and the receiver, but a multiple layer, multi-layer system, single op multi-layer transmission, because the wave penetrate into the many layers. You can see this figure. There is single op, the radio wave A, the single op between the transmitter and the receiver, single op single layer. The wave B, you can see the two op transmission between the transmitter and the receiver, single layer system. You can see this figure, the figure D, multi op multi layer. There is the figure A here, the wave A, two op transmission, and it will go into the many layers, so multi-layer transmission. B also, see, two op transmission into different layers, and they arrived at the receiver. So this this mode of propagation called multi-op multi-layer propagation system. Okay, now you come to now you come to know the difference between the single op multi-op. The figure shows the single op transmission path and the two op transmission path. For example, here the radio wave propagation between the satellite and the earth. This example for single op transmission between the earth and satellite. The wave propagation communication with the propagation delay 270 millisecond when there is single op transmission. So when we have the two or more propagation, multi-op propagation, then the wave arrived at the receiver with the propagation delay 540 millisecond. So the propagation delay is increased when compared to the single op transmission. Okay, so due to this multi-op propagation, so one of the factor, the fading is occurred. So what is fading? Fading is the fluctuation of the received signal strength, and this fluctuation may vary. So due to the ray propagation, the multi-op propagation. See, considering the transmitter, the wave propagation between the transmitter and the receiver, because of the surrounding objects and the ionospheric layer, the wave, the receiver receives the different phase of the signal. So the received signal at any instant is the vector, the sum of all the waves arrived at the receiver, and due to the variation, variations of the wave of different path, the fluctuation is occurred. The fluctuation are nothing but fading. It is occurred due to the interference between the different rays. It is also occurred due to in the single ray due to fluctuation of density and height of the layer reflecting the ray. So this so far the comparison of single op and multi-op propagation discussed, need of propagation for establishing the communication, and the fluctuation due to the multi-op propagation. So these are the topics discussed this class, and these are the references followed for the topic. Thank you.